The verses I'm writing, you might wanna learn it. You hating my song, but your wife wanna burn it. So now you at the store for some blank CDs. You can't see me, for your sake might wanna return it. Cause if you bring them this home to your girl, she'll forget you, and I'll be the only one she concerned with. To the people that
I'm Klayton Mai, 2-0. I grew up doing martial arts from a young age. Started at age 7, and then you know, kind of got my dojo. They moved out of town, and I kind of couldn't find another one that I really liked that was as good as my old one. So bounced around for a little bit trying to find, you know, karate gyms, and a lot of those just kind of seemed like belt factories, and kind of got out of it for a little bit, and then did football for a while, and then freshman year I started doing wrestling, and that's when I fell in love with, you know, when I was wrestling, I was always watching MMA on TV and always thought that was awesome. And once I got done wrestling, went to school at Oklahoma, did an amateur boxing tournament up there. Always wanted to do it, always wanted to train. My last year at school, I started training at USA Star in Oklahoma. Started doing a little jiu-jitsu there, and then moved back home after school here to Dallas, and started training here at the Octagon. It's, you know, ever since 2010. Back in high school, one of my big nemesis, his name was Matt Hobart. He trains here also. Semifinals of state. He ended up beating me, and he went on to become the state champion. And so I kind of, you know, stayed in touch with him, and you know, I found out he was doing an amateur fight, and you know, found him on Facebook or whatever. It was like, oh, that's cool. Where are you training at? You know, whatever. And he told me about this place, and it was a young gym at the time, and came back here over a Christmas break, a few Christmas breaks when I was still in school. Really liked it, couldn't wait to move here to Dallas so I could come here full time, and I think that was like one of the first things I did when I moved back home, is come here and sign up for a membership, and I've been training here ever since. Towards the end of my college career, just really wanted to find a way to get into good shape, and started training. Doing jiu-jitsu is always something that I had an interest in, and started excelling at that, and just went from there. And or actually, you know, first couple times I was in there doing jiu-jitsu, within the first 2 weeks they already had me working with some of their pros, you know, getting them ready for fights, and I was doing well. So, you know, I thought, hey, maybe I can do this, and just really enjoyed doing it. Really enjoyed training, and you know, that's how I got into it from there. The very first time, it was an amateur fight in Mesquite, and I was fighting a guy that had already had, I think, something like 7 amateur fights. You know, I was making my amateur debut at the time, and I remember, you know, I figured, okay, I'm going to be used to this, because wrestling, I've weighed in bunches of times, competed bunches of times. I thought it was going to be same old for me, you know. But weigh-ins came there, and the guy got right up in my face, and that kind of fired me up. You know, wasn't really used to that. But I was, you know, constantly thinking about it from the time of weigh-in until walked in the cage. But when my intro song came on, I started walking into the cage, like I was just excited, and you know, the fear kind of went away, and it was go time for me.
You got a major fight on XKO 15. Who are you stepping in the cage with?
Sidney Caudry. Don't know too much about him. I heard he's a striker. I heard he's done good in some jiu-jitsu tournaments. You know, that's all about all I've heard. But I'm focusing on my strengths and just trying to get better every day, and I'm in great shape. So, you know, different fighters, you know, may adapt differently. So I don't really know what to expect as far as that goes. I do know that I'm going to push the pace, and I'm in great shape. So, you know, hopefully wear him out. You know, that's my goal. I'm sure he's trying to do the same to me. Well, I predict a win for myself. I wouldn't be getting in there if I didn't think I could win. Besides that, you know, I'm looking for a win any way I can, whether it's fast or goes all 3. You know, I'm prepared to go 3 tough rounds, and you know, we'll see where it goes. Oh, definitely my coach and manager, Safe Saad. Definitely would not be here without him. All my sponsors, Cruise Combat, they hooked me up with shorts. New Green, they're one of my sponsors. My plumbing company, that's actually the company I work for, my dad's plumbing company. Octagon MMA. and all my friends and family. My fiance getting married in October, so definitely props to her for supporting me through all this. It's just another thing on the plate for her. So my name's Klayton Mai, and you're watching Combat Sports TV.
All eyes on me, peeking and glancing, leaning on the wall, we B-boys dancing, ears, neck, and wrist looking like the king's ransom.